Welcome to Exponential News, your daily dose of what's happening at the edge of the exponential age. We break down the latest in AI, crypto, space, and frontier tech so you don't miss the signal in the noise. Okay, we've got a lot to cover today. We're going to kick things off with the absolute battle royale for AI supremacy, and then we'll get into the very infrastructure that's going to power our future. So let's jump right in. All right, first up, AI. Man, the race is just getting white hot, and it's happening on so many different fronts. We're talking about some really bold claims, super strategic moves into new markets, and some incredibly powerful tools that are now getting into our hands. And speaking of bold claims, wow, it really doesn't get much bolder than this one. Elon Musk has just dropped one of the most aggressive timelines I've ever seen for AGI, artificial general intelligence, AI that can reason like a human. And he's tying it directly to the next version of his model, Grok. So he's putting Grok 5, which starts training this coming September, squarely in the ring against OpenAI's GPT-5. And the scale here, it's just mind-boggling. We're talking about compute power that's equivalent to 3 million NVIDIA H100 GPUs. Musk is already saying that Grok 4 is beating the competition on reasoning, and he's promising that Grok 5 is going to bring even more advanced reasoning, plus all new creation tools for images and video. Big stuff. Now, while Musk is all about that raw compute power, you've got Anthropic playing a totally different game. It's all about influence for them. They're making a really smart, strategic push into the massive, and I mean massive, $340 billion education tech sector. And how are they doing it? By offering free AI fluency courses to students and teachers. Okay, to round out our AI update, check this out. Alibaba just threw its hat in the ring. They've launched something called Qoder, which is a new AI coding platform. And get this, it's in a free public preview right now, taking direct aim at the big players like GitHub Copilot. So Qoder has two modes. There's agent mode, which is kind of like a conversational pair programmer. But quest mode? Wow, that's the real game changer. It can do fully autonomous coding just from you telling it what to do in plain English. This could completely change how software gets made for real. So with all this incredible AI power, the next big question is, how do we actually interact with it, right? That brings us to our next big theme, the new interface. We're talking about moving beyond the screen and into a world where tech is just seamlessly part of our physical reality. And here's the number that could be the spark that lights the fire of mass adoption. $800. That's the price tag. Meta is launching their new Hypernova smart glasses this September for just $800. That's aggressive.
And this isn't coming out of nowhere. Meta is already in a ridiculously dominant position. I mean, they control 75% of the AR glasses market. They've already sold 2 million of their Ray-Ban glasses. So with Hypernova and its crazy new features, like a neural wristband for gesture control, yeah, they are making a very serious play to own the whole post-smartphone era.
Okay, let's switch gears to a totally different kind of interface, one for exploring our own planet. I want you to hold a number in your head, $50,000. That's what it costs per day to operate a normal ocean research ship. Got it? 50 grand. Now, how about this number? $20. Yep. For less than what you'd spend on dinner, you can get a single cyborg jellyfish that can do a whole lot of the same research. The key here, you see, is scale. It's all about scalability. Scientists have put these little pacemaker-like devices inside jellyfish, making them swim 4.5 times faster, all while carrying sensors. This could literally blow open the field of ocean research and finally give us the tools to explore the 80% of our oceans that we've just never seen. All right, for our last section today, we're going to look at the very infrastructure of our future society. And what we're seeing are two really powerful, kind of competing visions taking shape. One is all about decentralization and finance, and the other is about centralization and government control. So first, let's talk about that decentralized vision. We just saw a huge milestone in crypto, something they call the flippening. It's that moment when a next-gen asset blows past an old-guard established one. And it happened. Ethereum's market cap has officially flipped Mastercards. This is way more than just a number on a screen. It's a signal of a massive shift, where a crypto network is now being valued higher than one of the absolute pillars of traditional global finance. And now for that other vision, centralization. The Trump administration is making a big move to consolidate federal data, and they've awarded over $113 million in contracts to the data firm Palantir to do it. The official reason? efficiency. They want to break down the data silos between different government agencies.
So, what does that actually mean? Well, in practice, it means this system is designed to pull together some incredibly sensitive info about all of us, from all over the government. We're talking about stuff like your immigration status, your tax returns, even your private medical records. As you can imagine, this has set off some major alarm bells, and not just on one side of the aisle. Critics from across the political spectrum, people like Senator Ron Wyden, are calling this project a surveillance nightmare. The big worry is that putting all this data in one single place creates a tool for mass government surveillance that's just completely unprecedented.
And really, that brings us to one of the biggest questions of our time, doesn't it? The stated goal might be efficiency, sure, but this whole push forces us to face a really critical trade-off. What's the right balance between the promise of technology making things easier and our fundamental right to privacy? That's it for today's Exponential News. To dive deeper and see how we're building in public, visit exponentialtom.com and join our community.